golden eyes of Medusa glimmer in the moonlight, their vertical, snake-like pupils glittering with a chilling intensity. Her whisper slips through the forest, clearing like a venomous breeze. "What do you choose, Alexandros?" she murmurs. "Give me a child, and I will gift you immortal power, or become another statue in my collection." The serpents crowning her head lean toward me, their forked tongues hissing inches from my skin. I fight the instinct to recoil. Hidden beneath my cloak, I feel the subtle weight of the vial, blood of Pegasus, entrusted to me by Tiresias. If the old oracle speaks true, it is my sole protection against her petrifying gaze. All around us, silent witnesses linger in eternal terror, statues of warriors from every age, nation, and ambition. Faces frozen in fear, some mid-battle cry, others caught in pleading gestures. All victims of the Gorgon's gaze. All once hopeful like me. "You've spoken to my pet, I see," Medusa continues, stepping forward. Her beauty is intoxicating, surreal, twisted. Tiresias is ever the meddler. The serpents writhe as if echoing her fury, their movements sharp, restless. I stand my ground and raise my voice with firm resolve. "Is it true?" I ask, motioning to the statues. "Were they all like me? Men you lured with promises, only to betray?" She glides to one of the statues, a warrior in ancient bronze armor, and caresses his cheek with tenderness. "Some betrayed me," she says with icy calm. "Some grew old. Some tried to kill me in my sleep." Her clawed fingers dance across the stone features, her smile cruel. Stone is eternal. It gives them purpose. I remain still, the vial pressing against my chest like a second heartbeat. Gorgon blood stirs in my veins, drawing me to her despite everything. "What fate awaits me if I agree?" I ask, searching her eyes. "What happens if I give you a child?" Medusa's voice dips into a seductive whisper. "Power. Immortality. Our child would be balance, hero and monster. A new guardian, a new age." Suddenly, the earth groans beneath us. A violent tremor pulses through the forest. Statues shiver. Cracks form. Stone fractures fall to the mossy floor. "What was that?" I ask, my breath caught. A flicker of fear shadows Medusa's face. Her snakes curl defensively. "The titans stir," she breathes. "Each time Perseus's blood enters this forest, their chains weaken." She turns her full gaze upon me, her eyes burning with purpose. "You see now, don't you? This is not just vengeance. The gods cursed me, yes, but they made me guardian as well." She steps closer, her scent intoxicating. "The child we bear will replace me. I can no longer hold the titans." Another tremor splits the earth. A fissure weaves through the roots. One statue, moss-covered and nearly indistinguishable, begins to splinter, not from the quake but from within. Medusa's eyes widen. "The Persians will arrive by dawn," she whispers, urgency coloring her tone. "And they are the least of our concerns." The statue shatters. From its remains steps a youth. Flesh and bone, not stone. His eyes are golden, slit like hers. His features are delicate, human, yet touched with something inhuman. "Mother," he says calmly. The seals weaken. It's nearly too late. Medusa looks at me, desperation in her expression. "You have until dawn, Alexandros. Join me, or doom the world." Then she vanishes, dissolving into a haze of green mist. The boy goes with her. I stand alone among the fallen statues. The vial pulses against my chest. Tiresias's voice echoes in my thoughts. "Drink the blood of Pegasus. It will protect you." But if Medusa speaks true, if she is the last barrier against the titans, what happens if I kill her? Moonlight begins to fade. I retreat into a hollow under a massive tree's roots. There, I weigh Tiresias's words against Medusa's. The vial glows faintly, the silver liquid within like starlight caught in glass. Who tells the truth? The aged oracle or the cursed beauty? A rustle in the underbrush. My fingers wrap around my knife as I hiss, "Show yourself." The boy, no, the youth steps forward, the one who emerged from the statue. "My name is Ophan," he says. "And you, Alexandros, are the last of the chosen." "Chosen?" I echo. "Heroes drawn by blood, promise, and vulnerability," he replies. "Each thought they were different. All were wrong. And you? I am the only child who lived, he says quietly. Half human, half monster. He steps into the moonlight. The greenish scales along his temples glimmer faintly. You spoke to Tiresias. He gave you the blood, he says, not asking. I tighten my grip on the vial. How do you know? A sad smile forms. Because this is the 17th time. Tiresias gives it to every new hero. My breath shortens. You mean Tiresias serves her? It's a trap. Ophan shakes his head. Not that simple. Both lie. Both speak truths. Tiresias wishes to destroy her. She wants a child to maintain the seals. But she believes it's her divine purpose, I say. A lie the gods fed her, Ophan replies. She isn't the jailer. The statues are. The truth lands like a hammer blow. She turns them to stone to maintain the seal. I realize aloud. Yes, Ophan nods. Not for lust, not for power. For necessity. The statues erode over time. When they weaken, the chains weaken. You weren't turned to stone. I can't be. My nature resists it. So she locked me inside a hollow statue. Conscious. Trapped. For centuries. Then why free you now? Because she has no choice. The tremors are coming faster. The titans wake, regardless of her will. I rise to my feet. If I drink the blood, what happens? You become immune. You could kill her. He steps forward and withdraws a hidden dagger. The blade glows with a shifting sheen, like liquid starlight. This blade was forged from the same metal that killed her once before. Use it if you choose to fight. He tosses it at my feet. It lands in the earth with a musical chime. How can I trust you? You can't, he says. Nor her. Nor Tiresias. We're all pawns of the gods. But I have nothing left to lose. And with that, he vanishes into the trees. I'm alone again. The vial in one hand. The dagger in the other. Two paths. Two weapons. Two versions of the truth. Tremors ripple more violently. From my hideout, I see green light leaking from cracks. A sulfurous heat rises. What happens if I kill her? I wonder. A voice behind me. I must show you something, says Tiresias. He stands with his staff, sightless eyes on me. How did you find me? I do not need eyes, he replies. This forest breathes. It is her. And what lies beneath? He gestures for me to follow. We travel through the trembling woods. The ground beneath us burns with hidden heat. We arrive at a place untouched by time, an open clearing perfectly round where nothing grows. At its center gapes a black hole like the mouth of the world. The well of the primordials, Tiresias says, where the first darkness sleeps. I peer into it. No bottom, just darkness that stirs with breath. The titans? I ask. And more, he replies grimly. Before the titans, before the gods, there were others. Heat rises. The scent of burning flesh. What does Medusa have to do with this? When Perseus killed her, the gods saw use in her corpse, he says. They revived her, not as a monster, but as a guardian. He kneels by the well's edge, running fingers over worn carvings, tiny warriors petrified in stone. Each soul she petrifies strengthens the seal. The statues are the locks. Another quake nearly knocks me over. Red light pulses from the well. The forest groans. They are waking, Tiresias warns. Your blood hastens it. Why me? Because Perseus's blood killed her. And his blood could kill her again. I stare into the abyss. In my hands, the vial glows. The dagger gleams. Two choices. Kill her, free those trapped. Risk releasing the titans. Join her, become a guardian, a parent to a monster child destined to hold back ancient evil. The earth shakes again. The dawn is near. And the world waits on my decision. Did you speak with him? I asked, showing the dagger made of shifting, unnatural metal. The old man reached for it with trembling hands. As his fingers brushed the blade, they trembled not with fear, but reverence. He traced the contours slowly, as if deciphering ancient scripture etched into its surface. This is no ordinary weapon, he murmured. It is not meant to kill Medusa, but to seal the well of origins forever. His milky eyes turned toward me, and in that blind gaze was a piercing clarity. I've never intended to set you free, Alexandros. He seeks no liberation for himself either. What he truly wants lies below. He aims to awaken what slumbers in that darkness. Why? I asked, already fearing the answer. Because he is far older than he appears. He is not merely a child of Medusa. He was her firstborn, conceived while she was still human. It was he who betrayed her to Poseidon, sparking the curse that followed. His guilt has twisted into ambition. I stood speechless, the dagger heavy in my grip. Tiresias handed it back to me, his hand slow and deliberate. If you use this to kill Medusa, he said solemnly, you won't end anything. You'll unleash everything. From the depths of the well, a guttural roar rose, inhuman, ancient, and full of rage. The ground beneath us quivered. What do I do? I asked, panic seizing my chest. You have two choices, Tiresias said. Join Medusa. Create an heir powerful enough to renew the seals when her strength fades. A child of both hero and monster blood. Or use the blood of Pegasus. Not to kill her, but to resist her influence long enough to cast the dagger into the well and close the gate forever. And Medusa? She will be mortal again, freed from her curse. That's what she has always wanted, though she would never admit it. A second tremor, stronger this time, shook loose a foul green vapor from the well. Time was slipping away. Decide quickly, Alexandros. Dawn approaches, and with it the Persians, but what they bring pales in comparison to what lies beneath. A sound like 1,000 hissing snakes filled the air. Medusa emerged from the shadows, her form shimmering with fury. Her eyes blazed with wrath, and her scales reflected the dying moonlight. Her serpents writhed, sensing betrayal. What are you doing, old traitor? She spat. Revealing what you hid for far too long, Tiresias replied, fearless. Did you tell him the truth? Medusa laughed bitterly. That you were the one who led Poseidon to me? That your prophecies serve only yourself? We all serve something greater, Tiresias said. But only one of us accepts that burden. Her eyes shifted to me. Choose, Alexandros. With me or with him? The vial of Pegasus blood pulsed against my chest. The dagger hummed in my hand. Then, from the shadows, a third figure appeared, Ophon. You have a third option, he said. Free them all. Every soul trapped in stone. Give the world a new chance. 3 choices. 3 truths. 1 fate. The roar from the well became deafening. The ground split. My decision crystallized. I trusted none of them. With swift resolve, I uncorked the vial and drank half. The silver liquid burned like fire down my throat, and I fell to my knees. Power surged through me, igniting my veins, awakening the blood of Perseus within me. Medusa stepped back, her face contorted in alarm. What have you done? I rose, glowing with green and silver light. What none of you expected. I hurled the rest of the Pegasus blood into Ophon's face. He screamed, clawing at his skin as the liquid seared away his human disguise. Scales surfaced, claws extended, and his voice distorted into a monstrous, overlapping echo. Traitor, he roared. What is he? I asked. A primordial, Tiresias said grimly. A piece of the ancient beings we sealed below the well. He was never fully human. He's been guiding us here, all of us, toward this moment. Ophon's body twisted into something unrecognizable. Jaws multiplied. Eyes darkened into voids. Black scales armored him like obsidian plates. He turned toward the well and, with terrifying speed, leapt in. His laughter echoed deep into the earth, swallowed by the well of origins. The ground shattered. A pillar of green energy erupted from the well, blinding and foul. The seals are breaking. Tiresias cried. Medusa's fury fell away, replaced by terror. I never wanted this, she whispered. I only ever wanted to be free. We can still stop him, I said, offering the dagger. She stared at it, then at me and nodded. We touched hands, hers scaled and mine glowing. Energy sparked at the contact. Our blood knew each other. We need a sacrifice, Tiresias said. Willing blood, hero and Gorgon united. There's no time to conceive an heir, Medusa said, sorrow in her voice. But our blood already lives in you, Alexandros. I understood. I would not survive. I'm ready, I said. We both sliced our palms and pressed them together. Pain followed by understanding. Her loneliness. My need for redemption. In that moment we were one. Now, Teresis urged. We stepped to the edge of the well. Blood fell, drop by glowing drop, into the abyss. The roar from below intensified. Ophon rose, no longer even remotely human. Tentacles, fangs, countless eyes, all hatred. You cannot stop what was, he bellowed. The primordials ruled before gods and titans. We return now. Not today, I said. Medusa and I leapt, dagger between our joined hands. We plummeted into darkness. Twisting horrors reached for us, but we did not release each other. The heat and pressure grew unbearable. Then impact. We drove the dagger into the core of the well. A scream, vast, cosmic, eternal, shattered reality. Time folded. Space groaned. I saw Medusa's past, her pain, her innocence. She saw mine. Our histories intertwined. A light exploded outward, consuming all. The last thing I felt was her hand tightening around mine. I awoke in an olive grove, dew wet on my skin. Beside me lay a woman, hair black and wavy, not serpents. Medusa. Mortal again. We looked at each other, disoriented, awestruck. It worked, she whispered. We're alive, I said. She touched her arms, marveling at her human skin. Free, she said, and tears welled. Pain stabbed my chest. I looked down. A silver scar rimmed in green glowed above my heart. The price, Medusa said softly. You are the living seal now. I understood instantly. The prison had not vanished. It lived within me. How long? I asked. I don't know. No one's ever done this before. Smoke curled on the horizon. The Persians were nearing Athens. Your city needs you, she said. Come with me, I offered. She hesitated. I don't belong to that world. You are what you choose to be. So am I. The scar pulsed with each heartbeat. I felt power, unfathomable, yet mine to wield. If I go, what will I be to your people? You'll be the one who saved Athens. And saved me. We walked toward the city, side by side. The Athenian guards watched us, stunned. Persian drums thundered in the distance. Are you ready to become a legend? She asked. I think we already are. My eyes gleamed silver and green. We were no longer monster and hero. We were something new, born of pain and purpose. A perfect balance. And as the gates of Athens opened to receive us, I knew one thing for certain. The gods had been defied. But in their place, something greater had risen, redemption.